If you are like me in any way, shape, or form, you are obsessed with cameras. In fact, that's probably why you're here watching this right now, to see what I have to say about things like this Samsung NX Mini. Because there's just something about that small form factor that you can capture things that you see in this little box. I mean, it's just all the little gizmos and dials and the split up screens. And that's what you want to know about. You want to know, is it going to take a good enough picture? Is 5 megapixels good for what I need, or is it 20 megapixels? Hey, is this 1080p worth it, or should I get 4K? That's what you want to know. All the insides of the sensors and the technology. You don't care about that. If you're like me, you just want to know if it's working and if it's gonna be great. Because 5 megapixels might be perfect for what you need versus 20 megapixels. Now, I mean, if you are someone who's trying to be a professional photographer, yes, you want those big megapixels. But if you're someone like me that's just shooting and then putting it on social media and sharing with friends, 20 megapixels, 5 megapixels, I think this one's 16 megapixels is all you need. And that's what I'm going to show you. If you want the specs of your camera, well, go look at the spec sheets, go talk to professionals. But I'm the average person like you, and so I'm going to share what I have or what I know with you. I'm not going to dive too deep into it. We're just going to get into it. So let's go take some pictures and show some video and let you guys see if this Samsung NX Mini is something that you might want. I do. It's a pretty damn good camera. So, see you guys in a few minutes. And there you have it. The Samsung Mini, or NX Mini, right here. This camera came out in 2014. It takes 20 megapixel pictures and it shoots at 1080p. And as you saw from the results, it takes pretty good photos and great footage, even in 2024. This thing's like 10 years old and it's still there. And what's wonderful about it, it sits right like in your pocket. That's it. It's in your pocket and it's good to go. Pull it up anytime you want. And the wonderful thing about it, if you are going to do vlogging like this right here, boom, it got a flip screen. Now, what this is considered, if I think correctly, it's called a micro four thirds camera, and it has to do with the lenses or something. I don't know. Like I said, we're not doing technicalities here. We're not doing all that. But what I like to consider it is a micro SLR camera, because check this out. The lens, it pops off. It comes off. Check that out. Look at that little thing. Like, here's the lens of an SLR. Here's a Canon 70D from years ago. Look at the lens, right? And check it out. Check this out. So let's put the lens back on here. Ooh, I gotta wipe that down. But let's put the lens back on here. Put the lens. Now look at the size difference. Look at the size difference of these things. Yeah, there's a huge size difference. And then you try putting this one in your pocket, the gun and go. You put it in your pocket. No. You can't. See, it's just hanging out like, hey, I'm happy to see you. I mean, that's all it's really good for, is to tell people you're happy to see them. Now, there are professionals out there that will use these in certain situations as B-rolls or, whatnot. In fact, that's what led me to these kind of cameras, is I needed a good B-roll camera because I didn't want to spend cinematic quality cover prices or whatever for them. And you can pick these up now for around about, between $200 to $300 nowadays. They're really good cameras. But why didn't I shoot more video with this one on the gun and go? Well, here's why. If you're watching this video, you're probably like me. You're obsessed with cameras. Like, does it take a great picture? Does it have great video quality? I mean, how's it feel in the hand? Is it stylish? as you saw, it just wasn't the best quality. You got every shake of my hand in there. As you can see, my hand looks steady. Well, sort of. Anyways, you see that little shake? Every bit of the shake, every bit of that pops up, you know, on the footage of this one. So this has no image stabilization. So if you're going to use this as a gun and go camera, don't. You've got other options like an action camera, the Sony here, or even all other action camera or other, you know, flip-up screen cameras from the time, like the Luminex 16 megapixel I use. That has great stabilization on it for the time period. So again, I hope you enjoyed this little preview of this right here. If you want other like actual technicals and specs of it, there are hundreds of people out there doing that. I just want to show you what how an average person uses this thing and the images that come out of it. So grab one of these, go take pictures, and show the world how you see the world. So see you around.